Hello everyone and welcome to my account tour of 2023. I want to go over all my characters, all the stuff I've done so far in the game. And yeah, there are timestamps available in the description below, so if you're just here for something specific then just jump right there. Let's get started, I guess. Let's get started with the characters. So yeah, let's go from the right side. We'll have one free character slot, but let's start with Jess without UI. So this is Jess without UI. Nothing special really. It was a let's play character I played without user interface, so basically like this. Haven't continued the let's play yet, but probably in the future. Next we have Anicia Mercury. So this is my berserker, Anicia Mercury. Nothing special really on the character. The last thing I did on her was the map completion to 100% for some gifts of exploration, but other than that, yeah, probably in the future I will use her as like a storage character, but right now she has no other purpose. Here we have Rex Silverclaw, and he is my ascended material storage. But other than that, also nothing really special. Here we have Mr. Jadomancer, new character I created just for EOD. Haven't played him yet. Maybe in the future for some map completion or also storage character. I will see. Next we have Bareson. He's my elementalist. Also nothing special in the inventory or anything. Just a normal character I created some time ago. Used to play a little bit of PvP with him, but yeah, that's basically it. This is JessTheStardustCharr, which used to be my namelock character. So for the ones who didn't know, my first main character was named JessTheStardustCharr. I renamed him to JessTheStardust, but I still wanted to keep the name JessTheStardustCharr, so I created this character with a name. Right now he is a storage for some festival stuff, as you can see. Here we have Evangeline, also a character I created for EOD for the new Masteries pack, but other than that, nothing special at the moment. She's my alcohol storage, because I still need to send them to a friend, because she needs the achievement for the winter presents. But I didn't get around to sending her, so at the moment it's just sitting here in the inventory. But yeah, this will get emptied sometime, I hope. This is Maledictus, also a new character I created for EOD, for the new Necromancer specialization. Yeah, also some festival and material storage stuff on him. Not too crazy here. Here we have Quill Anayan Fern, which basically means life after death if you translate it from Elvish, from Lord of the Rings. Yeah, she's my ascended gear storage at the moment, because I don't really have a big use for ascended stuff anymore, but I still keep the thing for no specific reason. Yeah, that's my ascended material storage. This is Gormond, one of the first characters I created. I guess he was the third one actually. But yeah, created him over 10 years ago, and he is just a skin storage right now. So nothing special really on him. Here we have Violin the Shadow, also a newer character for me. Right now also some ascended stuff on her, the rest which didn't fit on Aquilian Fern, and also some ascended materials which I actually need to grow onto Rex Silverclaw as a material storage. Yeah, good to know I need to do this. But yeah, just storage character. This is Hybetulus. He was actually my first character I ever created, over 10 years ago. He was also my first main. I played it for probably the first year, 1.5 years of playing this game. Some great fun. Right now he's just yeah, mostly used for crafting and stuff. This is Chiara Torreso. She is my Mesmer. mostly use for teleporting stuff. So teleporting people for jumping puzzles and teleporting myself to jumping puzzles and whatnot. Right now I'm a little bit into doing map completion with her. It's 29%, so still a long way to go, but that's the explanation why I am standing in Gendaron fields. This is Silvo Schneetatze, which is German for Silvo Snowplow. Yeah, he's just a storage for Tomes of Knowledge and the Black Lion Salvage Kits. Other than that, also nothing too special on him actually, which I say about a lot of characters. This is Damaraga, my thief, and he was or is usually used for the Karma farm. Yeah, other than that, don't play him too much. I also have 100% map completion on him. But other than that, yeah. Karma farm character, which explains all the boosters and so on in here. Yeah. This is Gorg der Große, which is German for Gorg the Great or Gorg the Big. There, yeah, he is at the end of the jumping puzzle in the Crystal Oasis. And I open the chests once a day on him. Because they're somewhat worth it, I guess. Or not, but I still do it. But other than that, he is not used for anything else really. This is Shadow Master Wilton. Also nothing too special on him. He is at the end of the New Kaineng jumping puzzle for some Jade Rune stones actually at the moment. So I log in daily on him and open this chest, and that's basically it with him. This is Lola Lunali. She is my second most played character actually. She's my World v World character. So I play Scourge in World v World. Probably 99% of her playtime is in World vs World. So yeah. This explains the quite messy inventory. Although the other characters had that as well, so... Anyway, yeah. World v World character. That's also why she is located in Lion's Arch in the World v World area for the resets and so on. I have the Celestial infusion on her, but I also had infusions on the other characters, but yeah, it's nothing too special. Just all the infusion I had on my main. And this is JessTheStardust. He's my main, as you guys probably know if you watched other videos of me. If not, this is my main character. And I will stay a little bit longer on him. I will show you all the rest of my stuff on him probably as well, because he's by far my most played character and I have the most expensive stuff on him, I guess. Yeah, I of course have 100% map completion on him, but right now let's go over some other stuff on my account. So just to get it out of the way, this is my bank. I've got all the bank slots you can get, which are 17 additional slots to the one you already have standard. But it's still way too less space for me, therefore I have all the other storage characters. But yeah, just some random stuff in here. All the world potions, still some festival stuff I need to throw on other characters. Boosters of course. My lucky coin I got from a friend. Yeah, some Black Lion chest stuff. Revive orbs, teleportation. Some raiding stuff, raiding tokens and so on. Some books, I have no idea why I even have them, but I still have them. Some ascended stuff I still need to salvage, but I didn't get around to. Yeah, happens. Some skins and stuff. Here's some luck for the Lunar New Year festival, for the red bags. Yeah, some infusions and stuff in here. And still stuff for Nevermore I need to craft, but I never got around to. It's actually almost finished. Yeah, I need to get this done soon. Some globs of ectoplasm, some more gifts. Antique Summoning Stones, Gift of Battle, Gift of Exploration. Also nothing really too special here. Here's some dice I can't use because I already have all of them. And some pre-spots for openings and stuff. But that's basically it with the bank vault. Same in material storage. I don't think anything really special is in here. Also, I sell most of the stuff in here quite frequently, so it's probably quite empty. Yeah. Let's also go quickly over my wardrobe storage if you're interested, but there is nothing much to see. Still a lot of skins missing, of course. I need to work on that for sure. But other than that, it's also just, yeah, mostly basic skins, honestly. We also have the weapon slots. Here are probably a lot more special skins than in the armor section. A lot of like black line skins and so on. But yeah, other than that, also a lot and lots of skins still missing. Really need to get working on that a little bit more. Okay, and I guess I show you the miniatures. Well, I can show you this right now. So these are the outfits. I don't really have a lot of them because I don't really care about them real much. I like to more use the normal armor skins and throw something together, honestly. Miniatures. Also still a lot missing. There's some expensive ones in there, but yeah. Gathering tools, I don't have a lot because I don't really care much about them. So that's basically it from this one right here. So let's check this inventory a little bit more. For the shared inventory slots, I have a copper thread salvage omatic kit, I have the silver thread salvage omatic kit, I have the black line salvage kits, we have the invitation to the Lily of Ilan, where I'm right now and most of the times actually. The Mystic Bastion, where Silver Schneetatze was before, I guess. Mistlock Sanctuary, where none of my characters are at the moment, but I also use sometimes. The Captain's Airship Pass, where Anaquilion Fern was, my standard gear storage. It's so wrong to color that, but it's true, so anyway. So yeah. The Living World, Portal Tomes, Icebrute Saga and the Arbor Stone. We have the Infinite Continue coin for a Super Adventure box in here, the invitation to the party to teleport to all the festival regions when they are available, so Winter's Day, Halloween and so on. I have a Mystic Forge conduit where I can activate the Mystic Forge from anywhere I want. You have two of the Ecto Gambling collector's editions, which are basically I can gamble from anywhere, but I also, which is quite nice, have a vendor everywhere I go, so I can always sell the junk I have immediately, which is quite nice. I have teleports to friends and all the other stuff you get from the client chests, bank access and so on. I have the Candy Corn Gobbler, which is quite nice, especially for my Verb character. So I can double click, consume 3 candy corn, which you have tons and tons probably from Halloween, and you get a random buff. Best thing for World of course is the experience buff, so you get ranked up faster and you get more pips later on, which is quite nice. Yeah, and I also have the Feast of Celebration birthday cake, so you always have some buff food, which gives you a little bit more stuff, more karma, more experience, and so on. So yeah, that's quite nice, I guess. So these are my shared inventory slots. For the inventory itself, I have 336 inventory slots. I have some 32 bags, 24 bags, all quite random in here. Except the last bag, it's basically an invisible bag, just so the items down here don't get thrown all over the inventory every time I compact the thing. Down here I just have some pots for the fractals, some buff food and utility stuff. Shovels, some otters of course, which have no use but I still have them in here for whatever reason. Some black lion chests, keys. Of course the legendary stone dwarf pump, which is basically my indicator to where the invisible bag reaches. So here if I compact happens nothing, if I do it here, yeah, something happens. Here we have all the converters, so Herta, Moderate, Princess, Star of Gratitude, and so on. So basically all the converters you can get. I never use them, but I still have them in here because they look nice or not. I don't know why I have them in here, but they are in here. Yeah, okay. So that was basically the inventory. Let's go over the wallet really quick. Also, I don't think anything too special is in here. You can just have a small look over all the things, but yeah. That's basically it. So let's go to the hero panel. Yeah, let's start from top and let's get down to the bottom. So equipment, yeah, of course, everything's legendary in here, so yeah, and also some more stuff in the legendary armory. I think at the moment I am sitting at 39 legendary items. Still a little bit more to go, but I will get back later to that. I also have some more special infusions on here, like the Imperial Everbloom, Shock Infusion, the Queen Bee Infusion, Frost Legion. If you want some more details about my infusions, I have an infusion showcase on my channel, so you can check this out if you want. If not, then yeah, don't. Yeah, wardrobe we went over before, outfits as well. Dice, I have most of the dice unlocked, except some exclusive dice. They're still the new ones are missing, but they're a little too expensive right now to buy because the prices they will drop eventually, so I don't see why I have to spend so much gold on them. That's why they're still missing, but yeah, all the older dice I should have unlocked actually. Glider skins, I have a couple one, still a lot of them missing. I also don't care too much about them because I mostly just use Ad Infinitum, if I'm completely honest, which is the legendary back piece, and you also get a free glider skin for the ones who don't know. Mount skins I have quite a lot, I would say, probably about 80% or so ish, probably less, 70%. I can show you them really quick. This is my raptor, it's the Starblessed Canthan Raptor, quite a new one actually. I have here the Infernal Horror Springer. I have the Umbral Demon Skimmer. And as you can see, all my mounts have quite a blue theme, matching my main character a little bit. Yeah, the Luminous Jackal. I have the Branded Roller Beetle, the Blazing Neon Warclaw skin, which is quite a new one. I have the Stardust Tigress Griffin skin, which, well, he's basically not a griffin anymore, but anyway, also quite a new skin, I guess. Also, as well as the Aurora Blessed Noble Skyscale skin, which I really like. I like these Chinese dragon type dragons a lot. Looks really cool. And I also have the Glacial Turtle. That's it for the mounts. Fishing, nothing too special. I only have one fishing rod skin at the moment. I have the infinite fishing lure, and yeah. Haven't done a lot of fishing, still a lot to go. We'll probably see this later in the achievement tab. For skiffs, I have a couple of them, also not a lot of them. I mostly just using this one, the Winged Riviera skiff. I probably butchered that, but anyway. But I also like this one actually. Maybe I'm, yeah, probably will use this one actually. For novelties, these are my chairs. For the chairs, I am using the Bench of the Final Judge, which you can get from Waiting 5, the final boss, Doom, or just buy it on the trading post. The price dropped quite a bit, so it's not too expensive anymore actually. Here you have all your music instruments and stuff. I have here the bass guitar and the lute. And the harp, of course. Harp was actually the first one I had. And yeah, I mean, bells and all the boomboxes from Super Adventure Box. Here are all the kites. I don't have a lot of them, as you can see, but I also hardly ever use them. Here for the toy section, I have the Hovering Maid mirror, which looks quite cool. But I also have some other things in here which I never use. Here for the tonics, I have a little bit more of them, but also not even half. Right now I have the Joya Pinata equipped, but I change them around quite frequently. For the Jade Bot, I have the Playful Ghost equipped. I would also have the Candlewick Sprite, which looks like this. In here I have the Jade Bot Core Tier 10. I have Mount Energy Booster 2 and the Gliding Booster 3, which is quite nice actually. And I'm saying actually a lot. Finishers, I don't really care for them, that's why I also don't really have a lot of them. I mostly just use the Avatar of Death miniature, because it looks the coolest in my opinion. And mail carriers, I have a couple of them, but I don't really care much of them. That's why I always just have the Revenant mail carrier. So, that was it from the equipment panel. Build shouldn't be anything too special, as well as trading. Of course I have everything unlocked. Story, I've played all the stories, but I probably don't need to go further into that. So for crafting, I have all the crafting disciplines on 500, so on maximum, except the scribe. This one is like at 60, but I don't really have use for him. But like I said, I have all the others on maximum on different characters, so I can basically craft whatever I need, when I need it. Masteries, yeah, nothing too special. It's on 455 right now, so this is the maximum you can get to right now. I have some spare points. Now let's go over the achievements. They probably will stay in here for a while, I guess. As you can see, I have permanent points of 21,799. I have combined daily and monthlies of 15k, which is the maximum you can get. And I'm somewhat on the road of getting to my next chest, which is absolutely bad. I mean, 2 gold is nothing, but anyway. Yeah, here you have my account bonuses. Gold find of 190%, karma gain of 29%, the XP gain of 42%, and magic find of 322%. You know, the unlucky rewards. And I would say we just go over all the achievements. So let's go to historical first. We have the meta event rushes and the champion rush, the Lunar New Year, which will be back soon. Also the Super Adventure Box stuff. But I have here everything unlocked. Tough Customer is one of the things I still need to do. I will probably, hopefully get to this year. Dragon Bash, I have everything. Festival of the Four Winds, I have everything. So there's the Crown Pavilion and the Queen's Gauntlet. This is all complete. Blood and Madness, yeah. I don't have it. This is an old achievement. I don't think you can actually do this anymore. Shadow of the Mad King. There's still some things missing, but I'm not sure if you can actually do this anymore. I also think this is an old achievement. The new ones are this one, the new Shadow of the Mad King. This Shadow of the Mad King, which I have everything in, and the Lunatic Wardrobe. There is a lot of festival stuff and so on. Strike missions, I don't have done a lot of strike missions, as you can see. Not have anything against strike missions, but they're, yeah, I just never got really around doing them, if I'm completely honest. Let's go over collections real quick. Basic collections, still quite some stuff to do here. Same with the rare collections, still some of them are missing. Specialization collections I probably haven't done. Oh, I've done a couple of them. Okay, this is the Mistward armor, but other than that, all the ascended weapons and so on, I really don't have done anything specific for them, just because I don't really have a use for them. Legendary weapons, here is Nevermore, which I talked about before. I have the stuff still in the bank, never crafted it. But I will hopefully get to this year. Legendary backpacks I have at Infinitum. The legendary armor. Legendary trinkets, except the koala sense. Because I didn't really like the look of having all 3 trinkets combined. So you have this white floating thingy above you, which I didn't really like. And back then you couldn't do this here. Hide and unhide the stuff. It was quite a problem, that's why I never did it. Yeah, festival collections, some stuff is missing. Especially the bigger achievements from the Super Adventure Box. Like Stone Wizard and so on. Black Lion collections, also quite a lot of them are missing. I also have a couple of them already finished. We have 4 Fractals of the Mists. Okay, the weeklies, these are just the weeklies. So for Fractals of the Mists, I have done most of them, except some of the newer ones. Well, newer ones, they exist for 2-3 years now, those Fractals, but never really went around to doing them. Also something I could jump into sometime, but other than that I have all the achievements in here, as well as the Nightmare, Fractal, Shattered Observatory, Stonker Peak, a lot of them still missing, because in newer Fractal I haven't done a lot of them. For raids, still quite some achievements missing. I've killed all the bosses, at least once, but for all the special stuff I didn't really get around to doing them. For competitive, we have here all the PvP stuff. I have quite a lot of them, but not all of them, as you can see. For the legendary backpiece of PvP, I am sitting at a year 3 for... Actually never got around to doing that because I am not really big into PvP anymore. Yeah. For Worldly World, I'm quite close of actually completing some of those achievements in here, as you can see, which is quite nice. Also will get some titles from that, which is cool. Edge of the Mist, some couple of stuff already done. The Warclaw achievements. And those are like these daily changing activities. You have the Sanctum Sprint, Crab Toss, Keg Brawl, the Thousand Survival and the Belcher's Bluff. Haven't done a lot of them, but yeah. For side stories, let's just jump in right here. I have all the Decade of the Dragon achievements, current events. Here still a lot of them are missing. I actually don't know why, but I never got around to doing them. Yeah. Justice of the Blades, still one of them are missing. I have all 4 anomalous occurrences. Transfer Chaser I have. Knight of the Thorn I have. Portal Panic still missing. I've only done one of the rifts. I have all the Roller Beetle racing stuff. And yeah, here are all the Living World stuff. I should have most of them complete, as you can see. But with most of them I think... I'm not sure if I actually have all of them, but it looks like that. Except the newest Living Worlds, of course. But yeah, it doesn't actually look too bad. Quite surprised of myself actually, didn't know I have all those things here. Nice, okay, so that's it for the side stories. For Heart of Thorns I have most of the stuff in the maps. Except some small things I still need to do. The activities I still need to finish on gold, which are quite... yeah, they were quite difficult I think. Or I'm just bad, I think it's the latter one. But here are some things in Tangled Depth, my most favorite not map. I really hate this map. I really hate this map. But the meta event is cool in there. I have all the master insights, all the specializations. Yeah. For Path of Fire. Everything except Up in Arms. Desert Highlands, some stuff missing, but not too many. Alien Riverlands the same, as well as the Desolation. Now here are a little bit more things missing actually. Yeah, can happen. Wabi, some stuff is missing in here. But I have everything in Crystal Desert, all the Masteries and all specializations. And here we go to End of Dragons. Most things in here. New Kainen, some stuff is missing for sure. So let's in Echoed Wilds. Still some stuff missing. End of Dragons also, some achievements missing. So that's the Tsunami Dodger, which was bugged for quite some time. It works now. That's why I always have that's why I have 3 of those things. But yeah. Arbor Stone, most of it is done, except some of the Kanak Club stuff. Fishing, I still need to do a lot of fishing. I have only completed 2 of those. So this will definitely take some time, but yeah, it's quite chill to do, like next to watching some series or something. I have all the master insights, I have all these specializations unlocked. some stuff's missing in here. These are the legendaries. Yeah. Let's go to general dungeons. I've done most of them. There's still some aura and eternity's epitome missing. We need to get those done. Twilight Arbor, still some stuff missing. I think I only have done this dungeon 2 or 3 times actually. Silver Waste, I have everything done, as well as Dry Top. Slayer, still a lot of achievements are open, a couple of them are already done. In the hero panel I have everything, which also isn't too difficult honestly, except maybe the 10 years for newer players. Just takes a while. I have Tradesman with the Agent of Entropy, so salvaging stuff. Patron is still missing. This is the I am rich, you know, where I have to spend 1000 gold, which I never got around to do because I'm using my ultra shiny title, and so I don't really have a use for this one. And then I don't know why I should spend 1000 gold on it. But other than that, most of those are done. Explorer, I have done most of them, except Twice Told Legend, which you have to have 2 of the same legendaries to compound. Legendary Armorer is still 1 missing because only the legendary armor from the raids are actually counting towards this. So I have 2 complete legendary armor sets, heavy and light, but I've gotten most pieces from the World v World actually. So this is why I don't have this one. Yeah, and bottoms up, this is actually not difficult to do, but I never got around to do them. Of course I have all the fashion achievements. Weapon Masters, still a lot of them are missing, a couple of them are done. Community is basically everything done. Hall of Monuments I have nothing, because, shame on me, I have never played Guild Wars 1. I have all the jumping puzzles done, as well as of course all the mastering sites. Dragonstorm will be missing. I have all for Drussair, the Shatterer, except no fly zone. Triple Trouble, I have everything. I have everything for the Quaddle, I have all the boss achievements, and Sunken Treasure I have completed. Yeah. So, story journal, let's start with End of Dragons. I have done everything in Act 1, everything in 2, in 3, in 4, some stuff is missing, as well as in 5 one is missing. Champions, lots is missing actually. As you can see, Jomax Rising actually looks a little bit better. No Quarter also looks a little bit better. This is the Strike Mission achievement. We have to finish this 50 times. Vision of the Past, which is the big instanced story. A lot of stuff still missing. Shadow of the Ice, also some stuff missing from Strike Missions mostly. I have everything in Whispers in the Dark. Prologue I have finished except those 4 achievements. War Eternal, still some stuff missing. All for Nothing, Start Kaidas, Long Live the Lich, Running the System, Daybreak. Path of Fire, I have everything unlocked in all 3 acts. And here Path ends, and all those living worlds, still some small stuff is missing. Except this one, Crack in the Ice is complete. After Shadows is complete. I have all the Heart of Thorns acts complete except the 4. Here's still Migraine and some stuff missing. Actually not too hard to get anymore, but never got around to do them. Which I'm also saying about quite a lot of achievements. this is Living World Season 2. I have about everything done in there. This is Living World 1. I'm still working on this one. So yeah, lots of stuff still missing in here. But I will go around to get to this. I also haven't played the Season 1 Episode 5 yet. Because I'm playing this with some friends and yeah, we just need to figure out some time we can play this. But this will come. Character Adventure Guide, yeah, is a complete joke. So yeah. Dailies, yeah. That's basically about it for all the achievements. Just really quick for PvP and World vs World, I'm rank 65 in PvP. And I am rank 2933 in World v World, which is Platinum Recruit. Yeah, haven't played a lot of PvP as you can see. World v World a little bit more. I guess that's about it. Maybe I can talk a little bit about my next goals I have in the game. The big goal I actually have is I want a legendary weapon for every weapon type in the game. There's still like 8 or... yeah, I think 7 or 8 missing for me, including the underwater weapons. I want to get this finished by the end of this year, which is totally doable, but it still will be quite some work to have all the legendary weapon types. I also want to have the medium legendary armor. As you know already, or I talked before, I have the heavy and the light armor. And I also want to have the legendary sigils. I have the rune set, but sigils are missing. So yeah, at the end of this year I would like to have every character completely legendary. This is basically the goal. Other than that, I don't really have a lot of goals right now. This is like the big one I'm working towards right now. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed this account tour. If you have any questions about anything on my account, feel free to write them in the comments and I will answer them hopefully quite fast. Yeah, and I hope you had a great start in the new year, and I am running an infusion giveaway at the moment. I'm giving away 5 ghostly infusions, so if you haven't participated in that, yeah, do that. It's free stuff you can win, so why not? Anyways, thanks for watching guys, and I hope to see you soon. Stay healthy and bye bye.